Hi everyone, welcome back. Have I got a treat for you? Madam Glam have sent me the gorgeous Sanctuary collection, and in it is this most amazing red colour. Oh my gosh, look at it. Beautiful. Should we open it? Let's open it. Oh, look how beautiful these are. I love them already. As soon as I opened it, I was like, yes, I love them. So first we've got Grey Skies, which is this beautiful proper perfect grey, and this is like the perfect red as well, like proper deep pillar box but deep red. That's why I had to have it on. So I've swatched them all. This one is Are We Lost? Love this colour. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And I have one similar from Beatles called Clara Ochra. I like this one even more. This one's called Follow Me. It's like a muted browny purple, but it's really nice, really nice. And then this is another of my favourite, Road Trip. I love this, and I know they're supposed to be like autumnal fall colours, but they're perfect for Christmas as well. Everglades, another one of my favourites. Oh, it's just bloody gorgeous. Love it. It is so pretty. And then what's this one? Keep Moving. Gorgeous purple colour. Love that. And then last but not least, definitely not least, No Maps. Absolutely love this. I think I've said that for every single one, but look at it. It is so pretty. So I've swatched them all, and we have Sunset in Florida, Grey Skies, Are We Lost, Follow Me, Everglades, Road Trip, Keep Moving, and No Maps. And I love Florida, Are We Lost, Everglades, Road Trip, No Maps, and Grey Skies. All of them. Why not? So I was watching Natalie Mugridge, and she did a tweed set, and I thought, I'm going to give that a go because she's right, it needs to be a trend. It really does. So I've got I Do. This isn't part of the Sanctuary collection, but it's a lovely jelly nude colour. So I'm doing that on the thumb, the middle and the index. No, the thumb, the middle and the ring finger, and then Grey Skies on the index and the ring. So I give them 2 coats and pop them in the lamp. And then when they are done, I wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol ready for the next step. Now you can matte top coat them, or glossy top and then buff and wipe, but I just prefer to save my top coats and just give them a wipe. So I've grabbed the ultraliner brush from Madam Glam again, and some of that Grey Skies on my palette, and I'm just going to do a lovely deep French nail. And I don't know why I haven't sped this up faster, because I look like I'm faffing quite a lot. But I'm just making like a T, so I'll draw a horizontal line where I like how deep I want it to be, and then mark where the middle is, mark either side of that near enough in the middle again, and then those 2 smaller sticks I like to pull the side up for them, and then from the centre to those sidelines create that curve for the French nail, and then just fill it in and give it a cure. And I do 2 coats for this, and I do the exact same thing to the ring finger. Okay, so this is what they look like so far. So what I'm going to do is get some of that Road Trip and put it on my palette, some Perfect White and some of that gorgeous silver gel paint, because it's bloody beautiful. So I've got that ultraliner again, and it is literally, she says, just create a load of vertical lines quite close together. Don't all have to be the same length either, and just go to town, put some lines on it. With the gel paint, I do cure before I go in with the horizontal lines, but I don't when I do it with normal gel polish. It's a little bit thinner, so I just go straight in with the horizontal and the vertical, and then a cure. So you do want quite a lot of lines, quite a lot of lines. So that's what it's looking like with the silver gel paint. So now going in with the Perfect White, and like I said, it's thinner than the gel paint, so there's less chance of it smudging when you go down with the vertical lines. So I just get them all done in one go, and I'm putting pretty much the same amount of the white as I did with the silver. And then once you're happy, pop it in. And then we're going to do the road trip. And she used black for her, like in replace of, I'm using the blue in replace of the black that she used. And she was saying, don't put as many of the darkest colour on, and save, I think she said save the darkest till last and don't do as many. I think that's what she said. So I tried to do that. And then I did it to all the other ones that had grey on them, because every single bit of grey is going to have that, like that. And because it is a little bit bumpy, I'm just going to take some base coat and give it a lovely thick coat of base coat all over the nail. Smooth it all out, ready for the next bit. And once it's cured, I'm going to wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol again. So I wanted to try and use as many of these colours as I possibly could. So how many do we end up using? I've got Everglades and Sunset in Florida and no maps, and I put a bit on my palette. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours out of 8. It's pretty good out of the collection. So I didn't know what sort of leaf I wanted to do. So I was a bit faffy for a while. But I just went with like, you know, like a stick of pine off like a tree or something. I just did 2 of them. And using that Everglades, and then I mix a little bit, once I've cured it, and then I'll mix a bit of the No Maps in with Everglades to make it a little bit darker. And then I'll go in and add a few more, like the centre line, and then a few streaks of that to give it some definition. I kind of wish I made it a little bit darker. I added more of the No Maps and more of the brown. Yeah, if I was doing it again, I should have just stopped being silly and just mixed a bit more in. And then we're going to get that Sunset in Florida and gorgeous, gorgeous red in love, obviously, because I've decided to put it on my nails straight away and create some lovely berries. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the middle nail, which I kind of mixed up. I don't know whether I said, I don't think I did I? When I showed you that they all had the tweed on, the middle and the ring were switched round. So this is the middle and the other smile is the tweed, is the ring finger. Right, so for those ones with the French, we're going to add a little bit of the McCart Rhinestone Glue Gel just at the top. And these are just from Shein, because I love Shein. What are they? Rhinestones, that's what they are. So I've used the biggest one, and then on the one side, so there's like 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So I've used the biggest one from the one side, and then the biggest 2 of the biggest ones from the other side, and then just put some caviar beads in as well. And I do the same thing to the ring finger, but I use the smallest from the bigger side and the smallest from the small side of the rhinestones. And then once they're all cured, I'm going to get that silver gel paint again. Absolutely love it. Not as much as the gold. I think I'm pretty much in love with that one. But this is really, really nice. And I'm just going to outline the 2 French smiles with that and give it a cure. Gel paints take 60 seconds, but the gels take 30. Right, on to, this is the index finger. Gonna make a little gonk. I know everyone's doing it. I haven't done it yet. I want to do it. So I've just used Rosy Nude for his lovely fat nose, his little button nose. It's not little, is it? They're massive. And then I'm just using white. I've cured his nose, and then I'm using the same brush throughout this for everything. Just doing a little rough sketch of how I think I want him to be. I changed the shape of his hat eventually when I put the actual colour on, and the shape of his beard as well. But it is always worth doing a sketch first. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to fill in his beard, all white, and the rim of his hat as well. Usually I've seen a lot of people like don't do any rim, but I wanted it a little bit like a Santa hat, so I wanted some, oh, you know what would have been good? If we did like the sweater nail design on the rim of his hat. Should have done that. Ah, well, never mind. So fill in his rim of the hat and his beard and pop him in the lamp. And then I'm going to take that Road Trip, put a big put a big dollop on his hat, and this is where I correct the shape. So I go around onto that little hangy bit, and then I look at it and I'm like, it's not right, is it? So I just make it a little bit fatter, just there. Much better. Right, I've mixed the rest of that Perfect White with the rest of the grey skies that was on my palette, and I'm just adding some shade into that rim of his hat and his beard. And I forgot that I hadn't done his little pom-pommy, bauble-y thing on his hat, so I had to get more Perfect White out and do his little hat. And then all that's left to do is to outline him the thinnest I possibly could. Probably could have gone thinner actually, let's be honest. But I tried to make, you know, on their hat when it folds over, you've got like the crease lines. Tried to do that a little bit, but that Road Trip is quite dark, isn't it? I didn't think it was going to be that dark, but I think if I was going to do it again, I'd make it a little touch lighter for the gnome, just so you could see more of that definition, or maybe even mix a little bit of the Road Trip with a little bit of white to make it lighter and add some highlights. That might have been worth doing. It is what it is. So carry on outlining him and pop him in the lamp. I don't actually fully outline his beard. I don't do like the proper go all the way around those sticky out bits, the fluffy bits, the triangle bits of his beard. But this is all done, and I really agree with Natalie Mugridge. This needs to be a trend. Tweed nails is the next big thing. I love it. So if you want to give it a go, it's really easy, really easy. I was eating my lunch while I was doing this, so that's why I'm a bit shaky and one-handed. It was like 1:30 in the afternoon and I hadn't eaten all day, and I had to fit it in somewhere, so it was here. Let me know what you think of the Tweed design. Do you think it is a design that's going to be trending soon? If we get more people doing it, then it will be, won't it? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget that this Sunday's video will be going live to announce the winner of everything in the Sheen haul, plus McCart's Rhinestone Glue Gel and their nail art foil glue, gel glue, and 2 sets of custom made press on nails made by me. You and a friend, both for you. It's always good to be a bit greedy sometimes. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it and it helps me out a lot. Don't forget to hit like. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments down below. Everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below, along with Madam Glam's discount code LittleNailRoom30_1 to save 30%. Amazing. See you all on Sunday. Bye.